My name is Vanessa Carter, and I am the narrator for the McIntosh County Shouters.
That's an interesting point. How did you become a narrator instead of in one of the traditional roles?
Um, the Shouters, when they initially started performing for outsiders way back in the 80s, they didn't narrate the stories. They just pretty much got up there and performed them. And I guess I would say stage presence and to give the audience something, that they can go by as we went along with the songs, they incorporated a narrator into the act, so to say. And I became the narrator.
And you were the first one?
No, I'm not the first one. Betty Ector was the first narrator. She has since retired, so I'm filling it in her space. So I'm the second one.
Do you also know the songs, and do you also sing and shout?
I do. I'm her sister. So everything they know, I know. Hey, they didn't know that I knew how to shout until last month, maybe.
So you tell me.
Because I'm pretty much shy. I don't really talk a lot. I do the narrating stuff, and I had to get used to doing that, but I'm used to that now. But as far as getting out in front of people and performing, I've never been that type, a person to just jump up and do stuff in front of people. And then I just decided December I was going to go ahead and show them that I know how to shout. I just don't do it, but I do know how to do it.
How does it differ from other singing? Do you sing in the church choir?
No, I used to sing in the junior choir a long time ago, but I don't sing in the choir now, no.
So what's the difference between singing and shouting?
Singing, I don't know. Singing is more, you're going with the melodies and everything is running along smooth and everything. But shouting, you can be going along smooth 1 minute and the next minute you're, way up here. So it's just, shouting is more boisterous than singing, I would say.
Being the narrator for such a culturally specific act, do you find yourself getting a lot of questions?
Oh, yes.
And do you think that you're the most knowledgeable in history?
No, I am not. I do not think that. I believe because he studies a lot, Brenton, who is my nephew, he's like more knowledgeable about like the background and stuff. But cultural-wise and growing up, it would be my mother. She's the oldest, so it's kind of in that order. Like if it's a studied thing, Brenton knows more. But living it, my mother would know more.
So we've been asking everybody this, but I want to hear your story specifically since you did become a narrator. When was it, when you were younger, growing up in the culture, did you decide, like, this is what I want to do? Like, I really want to be involved in the Shouters?
I don't know. I wouldn't say that I had a moment that I decided that I wanted to do it. Just like my sister said, since I guess from birth, we had been coming to church on New Year's. We would move over to the annex, watch my grandmother, my aunts, my great aunts, my great great aunts, watch them shout. And it was just always something that, was there. So it was like, it's a part of what we did. It wasn't anything that we decided we wanted to do. So it was just always there.
And one last question for me. Heard them talking earlier, saw you with Little Binder. Do you actually come up with the programs when you guys go out?
Well, you mean the scripts?
Yeah.
My mother actually puts them together, and I kind of like review and make sure everything's gonna run smooth, and then we just get up there and do it. But the scripts and the songs and everything are things that was taught to us by people who are way way older than us. The songs and things have been written down by our great grandmothers, great great grandmothers, and I think Brenton had an interview with one of our great aunts before she passed away, and he got a lot of knowledge from her about the songs and the movements and all of that.
Why is the Shouters like that? Why is this important to you?
It's our life, really. It's important because it's our life. It's what our great grandparents, they've gone through it, been through it, passed stuff on down to us. We need to keep it with us, not just let it go. It's like our heritage. It's like a treasure that they left for us. So it's important to us that we keep it and carry it on.
Is that one of the things that motivates you to keep doing this?
Yes, that's one of the things. Yeah.
Can you maybe something else that like keeps you going to do this? Like what motivates you to keep doing this?
More recently, like you said, maybe 10 years ago or so, someone came, into our church, saw us doing it, heard us doing it, wanted us to share it with people on the outside, and now everybody wants to know about it. So, okay, well, it's something we've been doing all the time, and it's something that they may be able to go back and connect with, or if they ask their parents or grandparents about, and they knew about it, now people are, embracing it more. So we want to continue to, share it with everybody.
I know there was a professor from UGA that did a book on your work.
Was it Art Rosenbaum, maybe?
Yeah, Rosenbaum. Was
Yeah.
he the first one to really try to
I don't know.
get people to know about the Shadows?
Was Art the first one? I don't know.
And is he the one that connected you with the Smithsonian and Folkways?
Was it Art or someone else? Yeah, it's Art Rosenbaum, yeah.
Because he's not a music professor; he's an art professor, right?
Right. He does music now. He does a lot of music. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you still work with him?
Oh,
Sometimes?
we still talk with him all the time. Yeah.
That's a great thing you did to
Hmm.
let you guys know that this is great.
Yeah. Yep, this is great. Why don't you guys go out and share? We were like, what? Like you said, people were still embarrassed about it.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, why don't you guys share it with everybody else? And some of our people didn't really want us to do it. So we were like, what could be, what could go wrong? We may as well try it. And now it's to this where everybody wants to learn about it. So it's a good thing.
So you think it's been, by and large, the attention's been positive?
Yes,
or-
it has.
Okay.
Definitely.
What were the concerns of those who didn't want to share the culture?
That is something that's just embarrassing. That reminds us of, where we've been. We don't want to go back to where we've been. We want to just keep looking forward. You have to know where you've been to know where well, we say know where you've been to know where you're going. You have to know.